yoky. Chasing Sashlo a little bit. Advanced score. Needs to pop the stomp. Is going to find it. And yeah, Ursa's just going to be controlled for a little bit. Bottom lane, they do go on to Roger, so they find the first blood finally, 6 minutes into it. Thank goodness. And now cutting the creep wave. He can certainly take it at this point, but if he ever leaves that lane, it's going to be like immediately apparent where they go. And it kind of, oh god, and this is not the way that needs to go either. Rolling Boulder away, they're still not breaking that from No Fear. Like, he's escaped 3 separate times, but they do get them going into the Roche pit. They should know about this. Yeah, Hawk is going to reveal it. He takes it very quickly. OD is there as well. They throw out the disruption and drop the golems, as well as, oh my god, so much damage. They have fatal bonds down as well. Ursa is going to end up picking up the Aegis, but he might just die, as will Afterlife if they do happen to get into range. yoky is going to fall. Oh god. Yeah, that's one thing that your Warlock can do pretty well. They're gonna try and chase down Roger though. They get the Earthshock and he does end up dying. But I don't know how to rate that exactly. And now with sedoy going to get field, they might realize where he's at. Jump forward could come. They're going to go on to Roger, and sedoy realizes what's happening, turns back around. He's actually silenced now, doesn't get his ulti off, needs to pop it now, a little bit late to the draw, but they get the golem out. Fatal bonds also slightly late, but still doing a lot of damage to yoky. They do surge him away, and it looks like they aren't going to be able to find anything else off the back of it. The stun comes out. Wow. All right, Shadow Demon finds the kill onto ET. I did not expect them to have enough damage there. They drop Sane's Eclipse onto Undershock. Not going to be able to find the kill. yoky does drop. Sashlo roars him at the end, which gets the kill, but now you don't have it for Undershock. Undershock. They might be able to pick off the Beastmaster here. Do they have eyes on him? They jump onto the ET instead. Beastmaster also going to get gone upon, so 2 ganks going simultaneously. They take down Vanscore, now turning to finish off the Beastmaster. They get the dispersion off, and now reapplying the Magnetize onto several, miss on the stun. Astral going to catch him. Team and Wild, having already used it aggressively, well, they don't actually find the ability to control and kill off that OD. Turning on to Always Want to Fly now. They get the Pounce connection. He is going to go down. Afterlife does have Vacuum Wall, throws out just the vacuum onto sedoy as the Courier goes down. That was something completed. That was going to be the Force Staff, no, Necronomicon of the Beastmaster. So 2 go down at the end of the day, and they end up losing 1 apiece. And setting up the fight is really the key to make this all work. That being said, Undershock just getting on top of Tame My Wild might also be another key. Goes for the Self-Astral. ET is going to come in. They drop down the Earth Splitter. Going to connect onto 2 with the Warlock Golem on top of it. Again, another huge ultimate comes out. Tame My Wild again Self-Astraled. They put to sleep the Ursa and now turn onto him. Roared and brought down. A lot of damage being dealt with that Fatal Bonds, and Always Want to Fly. Can they get the kill? They have another Spirit to toss out, and oh, good surge away. He's going to be okay. They have caught another Astral here, though, and this is going to be a dead Earth Spirit. So sedoy finding a double, and the Warlock is doing for him, but it looks like Friends realize something could be afoot and are not going to get caught out by it, at least as of yet. Do they have a smoke on these guys? No, they don't. They do go for that smoke play now, and this might be scouted. I don't know if the bird was quite able to spot it. But it's looking like this is going to be a big engagement. Golem back off cooldown. Ami/Sashlo with the Sun Silence. They still have a ton of damage though. Look at the Fatal Bonds go to work. They need to hit with a couple more of these Golems. Earth Splitter onto 4 as well. Friends dropping very, very low. Tame My Wild is dead as well though. So they find a really good initiation, but the fact that they lost their Beastmaster right there at the start just hurts so badly, and sedoy trying to find Undershock, gets the slow with the Echo Saber, dodging away, they get the sleep, and they find the kill. Triple for sedoy. So it would have been so nice and well set up if Beastmaster did not just pop right at the start of that one. But that Warlock ulti combined together with the Fatal Bond. Shadow Demon ulti onto him as well. sedoy controlled. Roche is going on. They have the Necro books in there as well. They vacuum them up to the high ground. Ranged Necro still up there, and Ursa picks up the Aegis. They go for the Astral, controlling him for the moment. UnderShock and No Fear there as well. They drop the wall. Doesn't hit onto anybody, really. Afterlife forces to run through it by the end. Now Yoku turns on to Tame My Wild. They use the Roar on the Darkseer, already having used his kid, and now No Fear is going to get turned around upon. Still Yoku left alone, as is UnderShock. Always Want to Fly has used pretty much all of his spells, keeping his buddies alive, and now the pounce from the low ground finds onto UnderShock. Needs to apply this other Echo Saber proc to get into range and slow him down. This should be enough right there. It's, well, Manta style, but not enough. Turns onto Yoku now. Wicked 6 streak for the Slark, and the chase cannot continue. The end result is another 3 heroes dead for Friends. And Ursa, he doesn't have his Ags yet. He's still 500 gold away. All of the side of FlipSid is running up here. He got his blink canceled as well. They're wrapping around onto him. Boars are getting the slow. They drop the golem. Yoku taking a lot of damage from this one. No Fear is here as well, trying to keep his buddy alive, and, well, is going to be able to get the silence onto that Warlock. Low side of the fight. Vanscore's here as well. They turn the Afterlife, bringing him low. That is going to be a kill. Mechanism only connects onto 2 of them as Sashlo takes down the Ursa. No more Roar for 60 seconds, but they don't quite connect onto the stomp. Nice blink away. No Fear also getting caught by that tether. He doesn't quite get into range, but the Warlock ends up taking the final blow. Yoku still chased down inside the own base, but they can't have cooldown again. He is actually really farmed. He's almost caught up to the Darkseer. I don't know if that's more on the Darkseer or more on the Warlock, but it's looking pretty good as Slark jumps upon Always Want to Fly and, well, is going to die, I believe. They do have Afterlife over here by the Roche pit, ready to scout things out. One last right click comes in from Roger. He's redeeming himself after a little bit of a rough game last time around. Well, we talked about the Scotty being done for sedoy. This is much less about the pickoffs and more about the survivability in the midst of a team fight as we find the jump up in the top lane. Juggernaut controlled. They drop the Saints. It clicks. UnderShock is going to get chased down here, and I don't think he's going to be able to get out. Trying to blink away, but unfortunately no such luck, and he will die to the OD. So just like that, what was looking like it could have been a stronghold is now a little bit more difficult, and Afterlife going to get gone upon as well. They end up hitting the tether onto the Shadow Demon, and so Always Want to Fly should die here. Yeah, they get that kill. Godlike streak for him. Currently 9, 1, and 5. Going to be at a huge detriment. Ursa 3 gold away. If he wants to go into these fights, he can now with buyback available, but it does feel like it's going to be tough. Afterlife there as well. They turn onto him, and he ends up falling. They get the kill again. Darkseer down. He doesn't have buyback. Oh my god, and well, they get the imprisonment and the disruption. sedoy's still there, fine and dandy. Is going to turn on to Yoku, dealing a good bit of damage. Has the damage reduction from his ulti. It's not nearly enough. Omni Slash barely tickling the side of FlipSid, and Always Want to Fly starting to fall as well. Might just to that Astral Imprisonment as Tame My Wild is going to continue to just be this hulking monster in the mid lane of an OD, and UnderShock getting grouped up together. Oh, Roger, he wants it. Give it to him. Oh, God. Pull the trigger. Just make it happen. Okay, they jump onto 1. Sashlo there as well. They decide they want to fight. Drop the golem down onto 3, and, well, Omni Slash does come out, though, and Yoku is going to just get destroyed. The Bursa never able to live through that one. They're trying desperately to kill off the Beastmaster, but it was never going to be the case. 5 people. Friends. FlipSid ready to take this down, and, well, we'll see if Friends have what it takes. Slark. Wow, when that happens to your Darkseer, a DD rune on Slark at this point in the game, and it looks like FlipSid will be able to, well, do some damage. Warlock ulti back up and off cooldown in a little bit here. They jump forward, roar onto 1. Slept is also going to be the Ursa, taking a lot of damage. Gets the damage reduction out from his ultimate, but will be forced back nonetheless. UnderShock runs forward into everybody, and that's a very bold move indeed. Slowed down and stunned and killed. Tame My Wild double kill. They get the vacuum wall into 5, but to what end? They're dropping golems in the fountain. And FlipSid Tactics might have just punched their ticket to that grand finals, as there is not a great answer right now for Friends. And the Ancient to fall, they get the Hex off as well, because why not? Ursa brought down unstoppable streak for Tame My Wild. The buyback from the Ursa, but everybody eyes on the prize. Will be taking out that Ancient, and good game, well played, ends up getting called. And FlipSid are your champions, the second